What's up, everyone? Mask here, back with some Knights Chronicle, and today we're checking out Mina.
Alright, now that you've become acquainted with my protege, my younger sister, who's also a MasKScarin, by the way. She likes to call herself Clover now, but I'm always gonna remember her from the RuneScape days.
Woo, RuneScape!
but back then she went by Awesome. Now this was before she knew how to spell, so this is how she spelled awesome. Yes. Anyhow, let's get down to business here. We got Mina. Let's take a look at her kit. We have Fox Dance, increases dark/wind allies multi-strike chance by 20%. So not a very powerful leader skill. You're probably not going to have her in the first position ever. Foxfire Globe, obtains 3 Foxfire Globes at the start of the wave. 50% chance to obtain a Foxfire Globe when using skill 1 or skill 2, with a max of 3, and she consumes all Foxfire Globes to revive up to 1 time, restoring 30% of her HP per Foxfire Globe when revived. So she can self-revive once for up to a 90% heal, which is awesome. And she gains Foxfire Globes, 3 of them to start off with. So right away, she's ready for that 90% heal. And then skill 1 and skill 2 are going to replenish them as well. Foxfire Globe Release. She inflicts additional damage equal to 20% of attack for each Foxfire Globe when attacking. And she inflicts additional damage equal to 30% of attack when attacking a charmed target. So hopefully she has some charm in her kit, which, I mean, most of us are semi-familiar with Mina at this point. She inflicts damage equal to 100% of attack to one enemy with a 30% chance to charm the target for 1 turn, scaling up to a 50% chance to charm, which is pretty phenomenal. The charm being on her skill 1 is going to make Counter-Strike and Multi-Strike phenomenal on Mina. Heart Attack, her skill 2, inflicts damage equal to 176% of attack to 3 enemies with a 40% chance to charm the target for 1 turn. That's hitting 3 people. This is at level 6 though. It scales up from a 25% chance. So even at 40, not the most reliable crowd control in the game. Let's take a look at her skill 3. Consumes all Foxfire Globes to inflict damage equal to 192%, which is scaled up from 120, with a 35% chance to inflict damage equal to 25% of attack that ignores defense, and a 25% chance to stun the target for 1 turn if there are 3 or more Foxfire Globes. So you want her to have her max number of globes when using her skill 3, and that scales up to 65% on the bonus damage and 40%. 65% of the bonus damage and 40% chance to stun. But unfortunately, 40 still, even max skilled, 40% does not end up being a lot. It's still not the most reliable stun, but it does hit every person on your opponent's team. That's the important part here. 40% over 5 people, you should expect 2 of them to get stunned every time you go to use this skill. Mathematically, that is. Could be more, could be less. On average, you're going to get 2 stuns off, which is great. Alright, let's throw Mina into action here so we can take a closer look at her skills. Let's get a little protection up for her. Don't want everything to get messed up here. She has 3 Foxfire Globes because she spawns in like that. I have my Mina very improperly, with a very improper rune setup at the moment. She should pretty much be going first. You want her going first every single duel. Speed. That is like her absolute top priority. Because you just want to have her 3 Foxfire Globes up and go to use her skill 3. But lo and behold, there was no stuns. Damn. What? That 40% failed me really hard there. So we didn't get a single person stunned on my opponent's team. That's unfortunate. But let's speed things up and take a look at her skill 2. There's her skill 1, and it did get the charm off. That's the fantastic part about that skill 1. If you get her a really solid, reliable amount of counterattack, she's constantly going to be getting that skill 1 off, dishing out those charms. And charm is a really, really heavy. I mean, charm is it's as strong as stun is. Charm, your opponent can't attack. They're basically useless for a turn. So her skill 2 is going to hit 3 enemies with a 40 maxed out. It's got a 40% chance to land charms, and it did. We've seen, I believe Karen just cleansed off a lot of those debuffs though. Oh well. Karen had to go mess everything up. And I'll just take one last quick look at her skill 1 here. Still can't believe we got no stuns off on that. Oh, that's unfortunate. Probability. It's all based on chance anyhow. But let's keep her a little healthy here. Some cooldown reduction happening. I need... There's her skill 1. It has a decent chance to charm as well, but it didn't. She only has 1 Foxfire Globe still. So she will respawn though. If we can, my opponent could, I probably should have let her get hit so we could see it. All right, let's take a look. And oh nope, damage immunity come up. Too many self-preserving passives on the team. I just want to see. There she goes. She dies and then self-revives because she only had 1 Foxfire Orb up. She only did heal for a third of her HP. That could have been as high as 90% if all of her orbs were active. But that is her kit in action. Now let's go back and take a closer look at her runes and talents. Jumping in to take a look at her runes. With Mina, there's it being a very fast, crowd control centered character with an ability with some luck to stun an entire opponent's team. Attack speed. Attack speed, attack speed, attack speed. That is the #1 stat on her. So much so that if you actually go into the arena right now and look through the top 50, you will see people with broken rune sets on her just to make sure they are putting the most attack speed they can possibly put on her. So, Rune of Agility, unless you have some really awesome specialty runes, which I will be covering soon, I just need to get some more of them myself. You definitely suggest Rune of Agility and the most attack speed you can possibly put on her. Now that her secondary set is a lot less important. There isn't one that truly really benefits her kit. Actually, the Rune of Counterattack was my first pick as the secondary ones to put on this character. I wanted to have four Rune of Assault and 2 of the Counterattack Rune. I believe they're Revenge. But you have to prioritize attack speed. I just so happen to have this godly 2 attack speed, 1 multi-strike, slot 6 Rune of Assault, as well as a nice attack speed HP for her in slot 1. So that's why I went with Rune of Assault. I mean, crit strike chance is never a bad thing on any attack-based character. But let's take a look at all the slots in general. Definitely want 4 of the Rune of Agility. And like I said, those last 2 sort of just depend on what you have available to yourself. It's way more important to get her the attack speed than it is any bonus you're going to get from the 2 individually. Now, in slot 1, obviously attack speed. Attack speed is #1, and then I actually pretty much value HP and crit strike chance, like right there with each other, just because her crits aren't going to be super overwhelming. She doesn't have huge scaling as far as damage goes on her skills itself, so she isn't going to pump out the most damage on your team. She's really not. But that being said, she gets the crits. They are nice. I went ahead and I went with my attack speed, double HP Rune, because you do want her to stay alive as well, get more chances to get counterattacks off, multi-strikes, and with her using her AoE skill 3, you can expect a lot of people to be hitting her back with counterattacks as well. So some survivability is fantastic. I wouldn't have minded if one of these was crit strike chance, or even if it was attack speed crit. I pretty much would have been in the same boat for me. But slot 2 is exactly the same way. I just so happen to have this beautiful Rune of Agility with 2 attack speed subs on it. Gorgeous rune, but in slot 2, once again, attack speed, crit strike, HP, the rest. I mean, crit damage obviously over accuracy. But accuracy is not even that terrible now that we have a Mon in the game. Coming into slot 3, Mina, because of that skill 1, applying up to a 50% charm chance. Multi-strike, counterattack. What I want to see from her is turn 1. I want to use that ultimate, that skill 3. I want her to stun half the team, get that multi-strike off, and get that second attack in and get a charm out as well. That is like Mina setting you up for absolute victory right out of the gate. So multi, counterattack. I did have the choice of going double counterattack and 1 multi-strike here, but I'm leaning more towards multi-strike just to get that absolute insanely powerful turn 1 with her. And I'm obviously we're opting not to go for survivability here. I was valuing in slot 3 multi, counter, HP increase, the rest. Coming into slot 4, just because she is going to be hitting everyone on your opponent's side of the field. It So attack is still going to be your priority here. Attack, let's get that damage in. She is going to hit everyone on your enemy's team. So any attack increase is getting multiplied through so many people. The damage is out there. So it is totally going to be worth it. Attack, multi-strike, counterattack, the rest. That's how I value slot 4. Coming into slot 5, once again, you have attack. Then it's going to be counterattack, evasion, accuracy, you name it. Coming into slot 6, once again, attack speed, attack speed, attack speed, attack speed. Go through all of your runes, prioritize attack speed. You can just get a totally random, non-matching. You could slots two of the 3 slots of slots 1, 2, and 3 should be probably something from in your entire rune list that has the most attack speed on it. Get it in there. Get her as fast as possible. In this last slot though, it's attack speed, attack, multi-strike, crit strike chance, crit damage. In that order, that's the way I value her substats in those slots. But I absolutely broke the bank. I spent all of my gold. I think I had 6-8 million, especially after selling some more Goldmon. But I wanted to see just how fast I could get her and now have an absolute monster for the arena. But I didn't quite break 700. I'm so close. I wanted to see her get over 700 speed, but that is nuts. She's going to be going first in so many of my battles now. Almost every single game. If it wasn't for Amon ruining that chance, she would certainly be going first every game. But let's take a look at her talents. So, in slot 50, you have the choice between hiding after skill 3. I mean, this one actually doesn't feel terrible. She's going to go very fast, get that skill 3 off. But no, I want her getting some counterattacks off. I want her getting charms off. This was a pretty easy. Just give her some crit strike chance. Let's see some bigger hits. That'll be good. Skill 2 doesn't happen often enough. Don't like the poison. She needs to do more than just elemental damage increase. So we're giving her that 15% attack increase. This one's a no-brainer. I still don't value shock enough. Even though she's going to get a lot of skill 1s off, I don't value shock. Let's get her taking less damage in the arena. Keep her healthy. Get more CC out. This was a tough one for me. 20% chance to increase crit strike chance by 30% for 2 turns. Or increase defense. My decision for this one was finally... she's never going to have that crit strike chance bonus available at turn 1 when she's using that skill 3. And that's the only time I could ever really see that... Getting those crits, it would be much nicer with that big, huge AoE attack because there's so many opportunities to apply it and get more damage in. Because of that, this crit strike chance, when it finally does get a chance to pop off, you have to assume it's a 20% chance. So she should have to get hit 5 times to mathematically have the activation. So that's not going to happen. Well, she might be dead, number 1. Also, she's not going to have any cooldowns left to super take advantage of that crit strike chance. So let's keep her alive. Let's keep her getting more charms off and getting more people stunned. So we're going with fortified armor, 15% defense increase. We got Gladiator's Determination, increases damage dealt in arena by 20%. This is an absolute no-brainer. We don't need a 10% chance when attacked. It's never going to activate. Don't bring her into boss fights. She's totally meant for the arena. Not going to help you out a whole lot against bosses. They are immune to all crowd control. And of course, her level 60 talent, Foxfire Globe Release. We've already went over this one. It's fantastic. Like most characters, definitely get her 60 talent. 30% of attack when attacking a charmed target. Does a lot of damage. It's her attack as a crowd control character, I only have her up to 5,300 attack, and she is loaded as far as runes go. I did a very aggressive, non-conservative or healthy rune setup. It's out there. She wants to get things done. I got her at 30% multi, 11% counter. I quite like that. Crit strike chance 30%. Nice looking balance. I would love a little bit more multi, but you can't sacrifice that attack speed from that 6th slot to really extract more multi. And looking at her runes, the other place you can get it is slot 4, which, I mean, attack is more important. Attack is more important. Pretty much all speaks for itself. In fact, I would take that last piece of multi away and give her more attack. To be perfectly honest with you, in that slot 6. That's an in-depth look at Mina, how I have her set up, and how I think it's the best way to have her running in this game. Keep in mind, I'm still not using any of the specialty runes. If you have access to them, that means you're probably totally already doing fine on your own because they're pretty hard to get your hands on. So, thanks for checking this video out. Make sure to grab my Facebook and my Twitter link from the description down below. Follow me on social media. That's how you know when I'm going live on Twitch. I'm going to have a new schedule posted. Hoping to get the schedule finished up and posted tomorrow on my Twitch, Facebook, and on Discord. Link to that is discord.gg/masktv. Also find that in the description down below. But that'll do it for today.
As always, thanks for watching. And until then, smash that subscribe button and stay classy.